We will start our session in a short while. Kindly mute your audio to maintain silence in the session. Use your headphones for best audio experience. For technical difficulties, call the number provided. Our number is 9805291859. You may also watch the live telecast of this session on YouTube. Click on the link provided below. Are we audible to you clearly? If you are unable to hear us properly, click on the device audio button so that we are clearly audible to you. Or you can also click on the call over internet button in your laptop or mobile phones. Commit and promise yourself that you will attend this course daily without any gap. For noise-free environment, choose a place in your home or office that is comparatively less noisy. For taking notes, you may note down main points or important sentences. You may forward your queries only through the WhatsApp number provided. Our team will then ask those queries to BK Sapnadidi. For new joiners, kindly do not join in the middle of the session. Please watch our previous recordings on our YouTube channel. In case of network issues, please switch off your video or leave the meeting and rejoin. Please sit near a window in your home or workplace for better network availability. You can also join our WhatsApp group. Our WhatsApp number is 9450057401. You can also obtain meditation videos or commentaries through WhatsApp. Summary points discussed in the session may also be obtained from the given WhatsApp number. The faculty member for this session is Rajyoga guide and teacher BK Sapnadidi ji. Phone numbers and names of other faculty members are displayed on the screen.
Living values produces greatness in and gives significance to human life. Today, to some degree, human life drifts without direction and meaning. Over the last 8 decades, the Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual University has been working to uplift society with living values. The inspiration behind this was the love and benevolence of God the Supreme Being. In 1936, in Sindh, Pakistan, God the Supreme gave divine inspirations to Dada Lekhraj, and the seed of the Om Mandali group was planted. Dada had always had deep faith in God, and due to his intense desire to experience God, the Supreme himself granted divine visions to Dada. He was given the name Prajapita Brahma and was made responsible for the establishment of the new era. And people started joining the Om Mandali. Recognizing the true potential of women, Brahma Baba entrusted the leadership of the organization to them. Following the India and Pakistan partition, in 1950, Om Mandali relocated to Mount Abu, Rajasthan. and thereafter members stepped forward to serve society both within India and overseas. This organization became known as the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University. On January the 18th, 1969, the organization's founding father, Brahma Baba, passed away. The running of the organization was handed to Dadi Prakashmani, and due to her proficient leadership, the university has spread across the world, and its 9,000 branches in 133 countries have taken the form of a vast tree. Pandav Bhavan at Mount Abu, India, is the international headquarters of the organization. To build a values-based society, conferences and seminars at national and international levels are organized with lasting impact. In the year 1981, the university received recognition as a non-governmental organization at the United Nations. In 1986, the UN honored the Brahma Kumaris with 7 Peace Messenger Awards. For the spiritual empowerment of society, the knowledge of Rajyoga is given without charge to everyone. Departments such as Women's Wing, Youth Wing, Media Wing, Medical Wing, and Education Wing have been established over the last 3 decades for the spiritual upliftment of various sectors of society. Following the passing of Dadi Prakashmani ji, Rajyogini Dadi Janki ji was appointed as the new administrative head, with Rajyogini Dadi Hirde Mohini ji and Rajyogini Dadi Ratan Mohini ji as additional administrative heads. These 3 shining stars of spirituality are leading the organization with great success. Regardless of religion, caste, age, and language, anyone can receive great benefit from this spiritual knowledge. To date, millions have stepped out of their limited belief systems with the elevated feeling of one world family and are creating a new values-based society. Om Shanti.
peaceful soul. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है, ओम शांति ओम. This sound is a sacred sound. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. बड़ा है सुख कर ये मंत्र मनोहर. Om Shanti Om. This great mantra brings such happiness that surrounds the soul. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Oh, sing out the sound of Shanti throughout the earth and sky. Throughout the earth and sky. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Sing Om Shanti, burn negativity in the fire of God's love. In the fire of God's love. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti की महिमा समझे दुनिया की हर खोर. Tell people everywhere the sweet meaning of Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti kindles the light, giving life to the soul. Giving life to the soul. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti dispels the darkness of mortal ignorance. Realize you're a soul. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti की शक्ति से पत्थर भी होता मोम. The power of Om Shanti can melt the hardest stone. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good evening to all of you. I welcome you all to this 7 days Rajyoga meditation course. I am sure this journey on Rajyoga meditation course will help you to lead a very peaceful, happy and stress-free life. And we are fortunate enough that today with us we have very sweet divine sister Rajyogini Brahma Kumari Sapnadidi. She is an internationally renowned senior Raj Yoga meditation teacher, a healer, life coach, as well a mentor. She has been associated with this organization since her childhood, and 25 years back, she has dedicated herself totally to the service of mankind. She belongs to India, Chandigarh, but she has been fortunate enough to understand the spiritual concept at her early age, and thereby she is the founder of the Diamond Culture Group in China, as well the director of India China Culture Exchange Center. By profession, she is a qualified chartered accountant, but she has devoted her entire life to the spiritual service of mankind. Because of her divine virtues, qualities, capabilities, she has been a practical example of applied spirituality. If you see her, if you listen to her, you automatically get an inspiration to imbibe spirituality, to imbibe values, just like she has imbibed in her life. She has been invited by many industrial groups in India to give management training courses because she is a corporate trainer and she gives her classes on stress-free living, sleep management, positive thinking, art of happy living, and many more. For the past 8 years, she has been serving in China, and her management training courses have been well received by teachers, educators, doctors, engineers, high-ranking officials, government officials, all people of all walks of life. She is an expert in training sessions, and thereby she has been a keynote speaker in many conferences and seminars conducted at national and international level. Her lectures and Rajyoga meditation commentaries have been recorded for audio visual presentation also. So we are really lucky that we have with us Rajyogini B.K. Sapnadidi, and we welcome her to this Rajyoga meditation course. Welcome you, Didi, and we are sure you will take us to a beautiful journey which will help us to go within and connect to the Almighty. Over to Sapnadidi.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Asmita Ben, for introducing. And first of all, I would also like to welcome everyone whom I can see on the screen, or some of you are not visible, but you are there. So hearty welcome to all of you for this session, the first session of this 7 days course of Rajyoga, or we can say the beginning of a new journey which we are going to take throughout this course during the 7 days period. And today is the first day, the beginning of this journey. So it's good to connect and stay connected, as there was an announcement in the beginning that try not to miss any session. and try to join in time. So that will be very, very beneficial for all of you, because this is something, when you connect regularly, you will understand it more deeply, that how effective is this journey when you are consistent and persistent in this. So let us begin with today's session. Because when we talk about Raj Yoga, actually the word yoga sometimes gives us an image that there is something like some physical asanas, or some kind of, we have to prepare physically for some postures for that. Because it happened to me many times that when we announced the course and people are coming with their yoga mats to learn some kind of physical postures, so it was quite important to introduce in a proper way what is actually Raj Yoga. So you see the topic here, Raj Yoga as a way of life, because here, when we talk about yoga or Raj Yoga, it's not only a matter of few minutes or few hours, like half an hour or 1 hour, I sit and I practice a kind of yoga. The very first thing which I want to introduce to all of you is that something which we are going to learn during this few days journey is a new way of life, or we can say that it's a new perspective towards life. Even when we talk about meditation, the way I see and the way I have experienced, and many more like me who are actually experiencing this way of meditation and this way of life with a new positive perspective towards life, they all have this experience that this is something which is very practical, very much related to our day-to-day activities, our work, our relationships, in each and every aspect of our life. So let us see what is actually Raj Yoga. Because nowadays, many people, when they come to us, they have these kind of questions that I'm very confused. I'm really confused. I don't know what to do, where to go, this way or that way. This also seems to be right. That also seems to be right. But I don't know what to choose and how to choose. What are the parameters? What are the standards? How to choose something for me? How to know that what is beneficial for me? So there are a lot of confusions. And why these confusions are there? Because there is lack of clarity. Lack of clarity means there are some clouds on my intellect which are not letting me decide the way which is beneficial for me. So we all go through actually these kind of situations, we all face. So we will get answers to that also, because when we learn Raj Yoga, we learn this way of life, or we can say actually it's a study of life. So just be like a student once again, and it's like a new admission in the school, and we are just taking a new step into this. So step by step, we will learn systematically how it is beneficial and how it is helpful to me. So let us see the true meaning of the word yoga, first of all, because when we are talking about Raj Yoga, let us separate two words, Raja and Yoga. So first thing is about yoga. What is that actually? So when we say yoga, yoga literally means union or connection or addition of two things, joining together. So when we talk in spiritual sense, it's actually a connection with myself, my real self, my true self, and it is also a connection with the supreme, the higher power or the highest power, from where I can draw the energy, I can draw the power which is required for my life. So we will understand it in details in the coming lessons. So what is Raj Yoga actually? Because the word Raja in Hindi, Raja means king. So it's like a yoga which is making me the king or the master of my life. So how to really become master of my life? I need to first understand, first I need to ask myself, do I really want to become a master? Do I really want to become a king? So it's not about mastery over others. It's not about mastery over the situations, but it is mastery over myself, my own thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, which is most of the times there is a complaint that I cannot control my emotions. I cannot control my feelings. It is always, most of the times, it's influenced by external things. It is influenced by the situations or the circumstances outside. So it's a way of coming back within and reflecting on myself, taking my control back, control of my own feelings and emotions back, taking my own responsibility. So that is called Raj Yoga. So when we are talking about Raj Yoga, it's completely about myself. And it is not at any superficial level, it is kind of healing within. Because there are many things happening. And sometimes when we try to analyze the situation, suppose something happened, and I try to see the situation, the reason why it happened to me, why I'm feeling like this. Usually, we just see that tip of the iceberg, which is only 10% or less than that. But there is a lot more which is deep within, which is inside, which I need to understand, I need to realize, I need to explore. I need to go within for that. So before we start our journey, let us sit in few minutes of silence to reflect upon ourselves. Then we will go further for understanding what is Raj Yoga and how it is going to benefit in my life if I sincerely study this way of life. So let us first sit in silence for a while and reflect upon our own life, our own inner self. So wherever you are sitting, to sit comfortably. I'm not giving you any direction of any particular posture you have to sit, but you can make yourself comfortable. At the same time, try to focus on some instruction, some direction for your thoughts, which I'm going to give for next few minutes. Om Shanti. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Relaxing my body and my mind. inhaling and exhaling. I just simply observe my thoughts. Now I reflect upon the past few days. Is there anything that happened recently that affected my emotions? Any situation, any argument, or any event that happened recently. Maybe it took away my peace of mind, for some time. In this moment of silence, I can realize that. I can visualize that. That how the things outside are affecting my feelings, my emotions. Now I talk to myself. Do I want to become the slave or the master of my emotions? Listen to the voice of your conscience. Your own inner voice. That is seeking for real peace, true freedom. With this realization, with listening to my own inner voice, I begin my new journey. The journey within. The journey of understanding myself. The journey of self-mastery. Om Shanti. So this is the first step where I go within, I look into my own inner self. I understand myself, or we can say beginning to understand myself, so that I can heal all the negativities, anything which is not right within me. I can heal it from deep within, and I can start with a new perspective towards life. So we can say it's a journey of self-discovery. I was just reading the story of one eagle. That eagle laid eggs amongst the hens. And that egg, that little baby eagle came out of that and started living with the hens, with the chickens, considering itself to be a chicken and trying to be a very good chicken, trying to be a very good hen. So all the time, it's trying very hard to be a good hen, to be a good chicken, but nobody is impressed. It's trying to walk like them, talk like them, make sounds like them, but it's not very impressive because it was born as an eagle, but not being aware of that reality. And one day, this little eagle saw another eagle flying high in the sky. And it was so amazing to see that eagle flying so high and asking other chickens, what's that? And they are saying, that one is the king of all the birds. That one can go beyond the mountains. It can play with the clouds, but we cannot. We are chickens. And after that also, although this eagle is amazed, it's attracted towards that eagle flying in the sky, but still couldn't realize that I am the same. This is something like that which is happening with all of us. That eagle just lived like chickens, trying to be a good chicken, trying to be a good hen, which it never could. It was not possible. And it couldn't become what it was actually originally, because it never realized that. So if someone is coming to tell me or giving me a little signal also, a very little signal also, that you are the eagle, I should just take it and start my journey, start the flight. That is what is Rajyoga is all about. That is the beginning of the journey when I have the realization. But the warning is that I should not be checking with other chickens. Am I doing it right? What I'm feeling, whether it is right or not, I should not be trying to verify that with other chickens, because those chickens have already accepted that they are chickens. Maybe they are also eagles, but they have already accepted that. So being myself It's a journey of being myself, of becoming what I actually am, what I was, but I have forgotten. So I have to remind myself. So this is a journey of reminding myself to go back to my originality. And my originality is very pure, very peaceful. All the things what I'm looking for in this life is actually within me. I am originally made of all those qualities which I'm looking for. So that is the journey which we take through Rajyoga, through this practice of meditation. Because it is the high time, it's the time to take care of yourself. I have to take care of myself, because until and unless I take care of myself, I cannot take care of anyone else. You know, people come and even if we tell them, please make some time for yourself, take out some time for yourself, come and sit in meditation. At least experience, at least try it. Yes, we want to try, we want to practice, but we don't have time. We are very busy. Many people would say that, I'm very busy, I don't have time. Sometimes it's not about my conversation with others, but my own conversation with myself also is most of the times we are creating excuses for ourselves. Just try to understand when I'm making excuses, that excuse is actually my own weakness is taking over my qualities, and I'm justifying that. So I'm not able to come out of that. I am busy in taking care of others. I'm busy in doing a lot of things in my life. That's why I don't have time for myself. But what is the right thing to do? If I am not properly taking care of myself, if I am not, it's like soul is like a battery. If the battery is discharged itself, how I am able to help others, or how I'm even able to make others happy if I'm not happy myself. So when we say Raj Yoga, and when we say Raja means becoming a master of your life, becoming a master of yourself, it's all about taking my responsibility. Now just check, just reflect upon, am I really happy with my life? What do I really want in my life? Let me ask myself, am I satisfied? Am I contented with what I am doing, what I am? Or I constantly have this feeling, no, something else. I need something else. There is something missing in my life. What is my real feeling? I need to check it with myself, not with anyone else. Because, you know, the world has given us some standards. People around us, they have given us some standards that if you have this, you have good qualification, you have good position, you have car, you have a house, you have this good relationships. Means all these external things, these are designed as standards by don't know whom. So somebody has designed for us, and we are trying to fit into that when everything is like that, then I should be happy. But the reality is that I'm not. Or sometimes I'm trying to be happy because I'm telling myself that was the standard for happiness. The standard for happiness was that I should have this, and this. Yes, I have. Then that means I should be happy. So I'm trying to tell myself somehow that I should be happy, but the reality is I'm not. I am not experiencing that true happiness from within. Or even if I am experiencing, it's not forever, it's not constant, it's not persistent. So what do I need to do actually for that? That is what we learn in Raj Yoga. So it's also about self-respect. So many issues in this world right now. The reason for those is lack of self-respect. So that self-respect will come when I know myself, when I understand myself. First, I should know who I am. What is that self? So that will be our understanding in the next lesson, complete understanding about my true self. Because until I understand who am I am not able to respect myself. I'm always seeking for respect from others. It's like becoming a beggar. People have become like a beggar. And the amazing thing is that one beggar is begging from the other one. The other one is also a beggar. Because if I am also seeking, I am also demanding, or I'm expecting something from you. And okay, you are giving me something, but you are expecting a return for that. So what's that? I give you respect, I give you love, so you should also give back. Before even giving, before even extending my hand of help towards you, I am already creating an expectation in my mind that what will be the return? What will you give to me? What will you do for me in return? So what's that? I'm already depending myself on you. And I'm not sure you are going to fulfill my expectations or not. We are never sure, but still we do expect. And that is where we are becoming dependent on each other and creating sorrows, because most of the times expectations are not fulfilled. So this is like a slave mindset, depending on others, slave mindset. So coming out of that slave mindset and becoming the Raja, becoming the king of my life is Rajyoga, where I can respect myself, where I don't need to demand or expect that respect from others. I am not dependent on you, that I go to the office in the morning, I go to my work, I'm expecting my juniors should be greeting me with a smiling face. At least they should wish me good morning. And if somebody didn't do that the way I wanted, for any reason, what happens? For this little thing also, what happens? We all know that. We know how this little thing, because somebody didn't even look at me, because they didn't wish me the way it should be. So what happens to me? I feel sad. Immediately my happiness is taken away. Yes, I feel hurt. Who is giving this hurt? Who is creating? I'm myself creating this hurt for myself. So first of all, taking responsibility of this feeling. Whatever I'm feeling at any given point of time, it's my own creation. Taking responsibility is Raj Yoga. Unless until I take my responsibility, I'm not able to heal myself. I'm not able to improve myself. I'm not able to grow, mature internally, spiritually. And if I cannot face this small thing, how will I be able to face big challenges of life? That's why, people just go into depression. Something happens which I was not expecting, no matter what. You see, I made a lot of effort. I did my best. I put in my all energies, my time, everything. I did my best. But the result was not the way I expected it to be. What will happen? We all know that. It can take the person into so much depression or deep sadness. It becomes so hard to come out of that. Who will pull me out? So we are here just to guide you Or we can say just to remind you. Because the fact is, the soul within, your inner self already knows what is good for you. But there are so many layers, so many clouds over that reality that we are not able to see the reality. We are not able to respect ourselves. Most of the times, we are comparing our life with others. Can you compare these two? This apple is apple and orange is orange. If you start comparing, there can be whole day arguments about that, because some of you might like apple very much, but some not at all. So if that will be a very biased opinion, if I ask you which one is better, this one or this one, which one is better? Can you compare? Cannot. Cannot compare. But what am I doing? What am I doing in my life? I need to really check myself. Even if I'm comparing myself with others or one person with another person, my situation with your situation, actually, there is nothing, it's not valid to compare one's life with another's life. Somebody has put in my mind this competition, this comparison, and the result is jealousy, hatred, sometimes low feelings, sometimes very low self-respect, low self-esteem. I can't do anything, I'm not good enough. These kind of feelings are arising from within. So how to overcome all this? I come back to my reality. There is nothing about comparison with anyone. Each one of us is unique. So understanding the uniqueness of my life, uniqueness of my own role in this life is Rajyoga. Then only I can feel the self-mastery. And I learn to love myself. Many people nowadays, they talk about loving yourself. You should love yourself. But how? How is that possible? How should I love myself? I can love myself when I know myself. I can love myself when I know what kind of vision I have for myself. How do I see myself? How do I look at myself? If I ask you, how do you look at yourself? Most of the times and most of the people in this world, how they look at themselves, the way others are looking at me, the way others are thinking about me. I start thinking about myself in the same way. Before even starting anything, the first thought we have, what others will think about me. Even if I feel it's right, suppose majority is saying it's not right, but I feel that's right and that's good for me, the decision becomes very difficult, very, very difficult. It's such a big obstacle that most of the times when we are thinking about what others are thinking about me. Can we relate this with our life? And do we really want to come out of this feeling, this experience? I need to, when we are listening to this class or this session, with every statement, I have to relate this with myself. I need to relate it with myself. I need to check, not relate with others. Sometimes when we are listening to something nice, something very good, it's really effective, it's good for life, we think of someone. We think of someone, that person should be present here. He must be listening this, should listen to this. This point is really meant for that person. So while listening to anything good, instead of applying that to my life, what am I doing? Most of the times, what do we do? Because that has become the mission of our life, to change others, to make them a better person. Instead of making myself a better person, we have taken up a project. I don't know who has given us this project. We take it so seriously, so sincerely, that I have to change this person. I need to work on this person. And sometimes 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, you are working on one habit of one person, and that person is not changing. That person is not even listening. And it's becoming more and more frustrating, more irritating. But I am not changing. I'm still trying to apply the same formula. I am with same intention that one day, someday, this person will realize and will change, because when this person will change, then only I will be satisfied and contented. So it has become the mission of my life. So let us, in the first lesson of Rajyoga today, because it's an introduction and it's a very, very important foundation for the coming journey of 7 days, that come back to yourself. For a few days, at least, just think about yourself. Empower yourself. That should be my mission. Other things will follow. My mission should be realizing myself, connecting with myself. Situations will come. Okay, we can take the situations in a different way, with a different perspective. Everything that is coming to me, we will understand more deeply why the things are happening to me. Why something which is happening to me is not the same like what is happening to you. But that why also will be answered in the future sessions, because there is answer of every question. Because if there is a question, definitely there is an answer as well. There are actually countless benefits of Raj Yoga meditation when we really practice it sincerely. And it's not hard, it's not difficult, it's not like some very laborious thing to do. It's just channelizing my thoughts in a right direction, channelizing it in a positive direction, and connecting with the source of all the powers and strengths, the source of those virtues which is lacking or which is missing in the soul. So the first thing is self-realization that we will experience in this journey. Stress-free living. Nowadays we are going for many expensive courses. There are so much available in this spiritual supermarket. And people are going for that. End of the day, they are more confused. But I just want to tell you, it's a good news actually, that real spirituality is very simple. Truth is very simple, very easy to understand. Very interesting thing which I often see and observe in people, because the life has become so complicated. So it's very interesting. Some people come and they ask some very difficult questions. They are experiencing some difficulty in life and they will explain their situation like anything. And then after that, when we give them a very simple spiritual solution, they can't believe it. It's like they doubt that how can the solution be so simple? because we are used to living in complexities. So much complex structure of everything around us that when somebody talks simple, they can't accept. I just tell them, or sometimes I ask them, if I give you a very complicated kind of solution, okay, first do this, then do that, or do this chanting and do this, do that. If I give a very complicated, difficult solution, then you will feel, yes, it is effective. But you're not able to do that. If solution is also complicated, then it's not a solution, it's creating another problem. Then it is not called solution. So actually, the study of Rajyoga is making our life easier, simpler. And when I know myself, when I understand what do I really need in my life, my expectations start coming down. And when expectations are coming down, harmony in relationships increases. Because what is the root of all the problems in relationships? In one word, we can summarize: expectations. So when you are empowered from within, you are able to overcome all those things. You don't even expect anything from anyone. No worries, no fears of the future, because we start living in the present moment. We start enjoying this present moment. And that is Raj Yoga, because I have something which I have complete control over is present, only this moment. I don't have control over the past. I don't have control over the future. I only have control over this moment. Just now when I was saying this moment, now that moment is also past. So it brings inner stability. And when you are stable, then you are able to make better decisions. Your confusions are gone because you know the answers of every why. Those answers are given in this Raj Yoga class. So all the answers to many, many questions of life. What is happening? Why this is happening to me? Why me always? Why my fortune is like that? Who created my destiny? Is there someone like God up there? If he's there, then why he's not doing anything? You know, people have so many kinds of questions. Sometimes some of you also might have these kind of questions when we see many wrong things happening around us. Nobody is doing anything for that. We are also not able to do anything. We are not able to, even if we understand it's not right, but we are not able to make it right. We have a question in our mind that if God is there, if he exists at all, then he should be interfering and doing something for this. We will get the answer. He has his own way. He will not take the action in my way. You know, sometimes when we are expecting something, even from God, we find it, we actually seeking for it, that he should do something, he should interfere, he should make it right, but he should do it the way I want, the way I am expecting. You know, suppose somebody is doing something bad for me, and we feel that I am innocent, I'm just victim of the situation, he is doing something wrong with me, and I'm praying to God. Many people do that. You know, I'm praying to God that you should give punishment to this person. He should get the result or the fruit of his karma, what he's doing. Means I am designing the fruit of his karma in my mind. I am designing the punishment also for that person because I feel that person is not right. And I am like giving the instructions to God that you should take action in this way, in this manner, and within this time period. Why this is not happening? He should be getting the result by now, but he's not getting it. So that means God is not doing anything because he's not doing the way I want him to do. So that is why understanding God is also very important, very interesting also. Understanding who God is. We will go through that journey also in the coming lessons. So that will be a very interesting thing to understand who is God. Because unless until we know and we understand, we are not able to connect with him. So many questions we have, but most of the problems, solution to most of the problems is only change in my perspective, only change in my attitude. You can see. For me, it is 6. For you, it is 9. Who is right? Who is right? Actually, I am right in my way. You are right in your way. If we understand this, if we really understand and realize that, so many problems will be solved. Yes, I can see the chat box. Many people are writing that this is just a different perspective. That is it. That is the truth. That is what we are trying to make ourselves understand. And we have to make ourselves understand that this is only a matter of perspective. It's only a matter of attitude. You are right in your way, in your perspective, in a different perspective, the way you see the things. It is depending on your perspective, is depending on many things, beginning from your journey from the childhood, the kind of family upbringing, the kind of education you have got. So all these things have influenced the way of thinking, the perspective towards life of yours and of mine. So that's why we are different. We can't say that you are wrong. I can say that you are different. So this is, when I really understand this, I understand my perspective. I respect your perspective also. Respecting and accepting doesn't mean that I have to always agree with you. You know, I accept you even if I don't agree with you. That is something very interesting in Rajyoga study. I don't always agree with you, and I don't have to, because I have my own way of doing the things. I have my own way of thinking. But I accept you and I respect you. This is where you become the master, you become the king, you rise above the flimsy, small things. So here, everything is rooted in self-realization. Going within, realizing myself, my true self, my true identity. And from inside, then I come outside. I first become introvert. I realize myself, my own self-worth. And then sitting on that seat of my self-worth, then I come and interact with you. So this is called inside out approach, which we take in Rajyoga. As I said, future is not in my control. Past is already gone. The only thing which is completely, completely in my control is this moment. And in this moment also, what is in my control is how I speak, how I do the things, how I behave. This is in my control, but how will you behave? How will you react? That's not in my control. And I should not be trying to control that also. Because in the process of controlling you, I will lose myself. In the process of trying to change you, I will lose my own identity. So I have to, my intention should be, my purpose should be that I have to hold on to my own true identity, my peace of mind. I don't allow myself to sacrifice or to compromise my peace of mind for anything external, whatever is happening, whatever way, whichever way you are behaving or reacting. You are agreeing with me, you disagree with me, whatever, no matter what. But I can take hold of my peace of mind, my stability within. That is Rajyoga. I create my own seat, I sit on that seat. You give me seat, you don't give me seat, doesn't matter. I create my own seat, I sit on my seat. This is Rajyoga. This is Rajyoga. And this is what we have to learn, really. Life becomes very simple, interesting, and happy if we understand that. So let us once again sit in meditation for a few minutes and explore my inner self. Start this inner journey. Explore the beauty within, which is already there, but somehow I was just missing to see that because I was too busy looking outside. So let us sit in silence and explore this. Om Shanti. Let me sit comfortably. Taking a deep breath in and letting it out. I relax myself. In this moment of silence, I take this opportunity to connect with myself, to explore my inner being. I talk to myself. Next few minutes is my personal time, just to be with myself. Visualize yourself sitting in a beautiful garden, surrounded by the beauty of nature. This nature allows me to be in solitude where I can see myself clearly. I observe my mind, my heart, my thoughts, my feelings throughout the day. I can see there are so many ups and downs. When the things on the external are changing, my moods, my feelings are affected. Now I ask myself, what is the state of mind that I really want to be in? My conscience gives me the reply. I know I want to be peaceful and stable, no matter what is happening outside. So I tell myself in this moment of silence, let me take control of my thoughts, of my inner world. In this inner world, I am the king. I am the master. No matter what is happening in that outer world, I can choose to separate myself from the influences of external environment. Today, here and now, I decide for myself. I choose for myself. No matter what is happening in the outside world, I take complete charge of my inner world. Not allowing anyone to influence my feelings. I choose my feelings. I choose to be peaceful. I choose to be happy. This is what I decide for myself. I feel free within. Free from any external influences. This is the true freedom that I was always seeking for. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Nidhi, can we take some queries related to today's session?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Nidhi, query is what is the role of situation, outer forces, and inside excuses in distracting me from being Raja within? How to not to get distracted by unwanted things?
Your question itself is the answer, actually. When you're saying what is the role of external situations and circumstances, when you say external, it's already outside. It is something which is separate from me. Actually, it's completely my choice that how much importance, how much weightage I give to anything which is outside, which is separate from me. I need to check with myself first. First question, what do I really want for myself? I want to be peaceful. Yes. I want to be stable. Yes. I want to be happy. And I want all these things forever. Or anyone just comes and takes away my happiness, takes away my peace of mind, takes away, influences my mood. Somebody came and I say that because of him, that yes, that outside is close to me, but it's not me. It's not me. No matter how close is that. One is being close. Another thing is being attached. When you attached with someone or something, when you attach, then it affects your identity. Actually, you make it your identity. Like even a very small thing, I buy one new dress. I don't need, I wear sari only. But if somebody buys a new dress, very beautiful dress for a party, and she goes to the party wearing that new costume, it was very expensive. There is a very subtle expectation inside that people should appreciate me. Actually, this expectation is creating the problem. This is the beginning of the problem. I spent so much money and time also in choosing the costume, and I went there. Nobody even noticed. Nobody even noticed that I'm wearing something new or unique or different. Everyone is so busy with themselves, they don't even look at me. How will I feel? We know the answer, no? Who created this feeling of sadness or hurt? And we feel this is normal. Of course, I will feel sad. Nobody even said a little word of appreciation that you are wearing such a beautiful dress. But I'm responsible for that. Situation is there. Situation is there. And they all are my friends, my near and dear ones. I am also appreciating them. I'm always giving them the best, but they are not giving. They are not treating me the way I was expecting. I had some image. The problem is my expectation from the people, my expectation from the situation, my design, which I have created in my mind. I have designed the situation in my mind. It should be this way. And if it is not this way, that's not fitting into my imagination, I feel hurt. That's the problem. That is the problem. Problem is not there in that situation. No matter how close it is. Does it make sense? Make sense?
Ji. The query is, I have many bad habits due to wrong influence and I want to change it. How can I do so through meditation?
Yeah, definitely you can do, because you have already done the first step. First step is realization. For transformation, for any kind of change, first step is realization. And you are already realizing that I have bad habits. And when you are saying bad habits, means you want to let go of that, you want to give up that, you want to be free from that. So that intention is there, realization is there. Only one more thing which is required is the strength, is the power. And power you will get when you connect with the Supreme, you connect with the source of power. You get that strength to implement, to bring that intention into action. Because intention is already there. The goal is not very far. Destination is not far for you.
Ji. The query is, when the aim of life is to make others happy and to fulfill their expectations, what state of mind one should have?
Can I help you to change your aim of life? I can suggest you to change a little bit. When you said aim is to make others happy, aim is to make others happy, to please them. And that is the most difficult task in this world, where you can achieve this task that everyone is happy with me, everyone is contented and pleased with whatever I decide, whatever I do, whatever I speak. Do you think it is possible? Because every human being is unique. Everyone around you is unique. Yes, you can choose that I want to do my best. You know, there are some people in this life you must have seen, no matter how good, the best you do for them, still you cannot make them happy. Because it's because of their own state of mind. They are never contented. They're always looking for something which they don't have. And if you are facing or you are encountering someone with this attitude of looking for something which they don't have, can you make them happy? Until they themselves realize that I have to change my perspective towards life. But yes, I can do my best. I can do good things. I can be kind. I can be compassionate. I can be polite. I can be loveful. I can be respectful. But after that also, I am not sure they will be happy or not. That is their choice. That is their choice, completely their choice. I did my best, but maybe in the same thing, they feel maybe I have some intention behind it. Maybe I have some purpose. I have some expectation behind that. They might be feeling that way. So that is their way of thinking. So instead of creating this purpose of making everyone happy, I first create this image of being happy always, being in that state of mind, of being peaceful, being happy, of being enriched within wise. I accumulate more powers, more strength, more wisdom. I make myself so worthy that I can share that with others as much as possible. After that, this is also expectation. When I expect that I did so much, now they should be happy. This is also expectation. And if they are not happy after my doing so much for them, I again feel sad. Even I lost my own happiness. How will I make them happy? You get my point?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, Didi, what is the difference between hope and expectations?
Expectation is something which is where there is someone else on which this is depending. Expectation is depending on someone else. And hope is something which is purely depending on me, myself. It is like, even if I cannot see the light, but I hope that there will be light after this darkness. I hope, and because of that hope, I can make effort. I hope that you will be happy. I hope, but if I expect that you should be happy, I will lose my own happiness also. I hope you will be happy. In that hope, I am creating a positive energy. I am sending the positive energy to you also, and it might work. If you are a little positive, little receptive also, it can work for you. But it will not influence my happiness. I will not lose my happiness. Because hope is a very positive energy. When I'm hopeful for you, I'm hopeful for myself also. No matter what, I will not lose the hope.
Jay, sister, question is, when the situation is making you helpless, even after so many efforts, what shall be the directions your action?
Depends on the situation. There are certain things, you should know that how much time, energy you should put into that. And after putting even more than that, if the result is not coming, I should change the way. If I'm still using the same way and there is no result, that means this is not wisdom. If situation is not changing, result is not changing, change the way of approaching. And for changing needs courage. Courage is strength. And that strength comes from there. Otherwise people keep trying the same way for 20 years. It's not working, but they are doing the same way, making effort. They feel tired also, but there's no use.
I am very short temper. What can I do?
More the expectation, shorter the temper. Reduce your expectations. You will have more control over your emotions. You will become more peaceful and stable. Patience is the key. And patience is needed anyways, because everything takes its own time. Everything takes its own time. You sow a seed. If it needs 2 years to grow, it needs 2 years. You become impatient, it's your problem. But seed will still take 2 years to grow. So if somebody is not changing, somebody is not understanding, or they are not understanding my point of view, they cannot. So this is like not a good businessman. I'm losing my peace of mind. I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my time. I'm wasting my time and energy for no results. So better I use that energy in something else. Really, I feel for all these things, what we are discussing right now, very important thing is take out some time for silence. When you talk to yourself, when you see where there is something wrong I need to correct, you will find the answer. But the problem is we don't give time, that silent moments to ourselves. That's very important. You will get the answers.
Yeah. The question is, how is Rajyoga meditation is different from other meditation methods, comparison to other meditation methods?
Just now we spoke about comparison. I will not speak in a comparative way, but I will just try to explain you, because first thing is meditation means to heal within. Meditation means to look within. And when we say Raj Yoga meditation is a connection of soul and the Supreme. It's connection with the highest power, highest authority, the source of all the powers, from where I can connect and charge the soul. Mostly meditations, because when I was in my exploring stage of meditation in the beginning of my spiritual journey, I was looking for some kind of meditation. So there are some kind of chantings meditation. Some meditations are like just being mindful, just being present in the present moment. Or some are they try to become thoughtless, just don't think anything. So they are thinking about not thinking anything. So actually they are thinking, but constantly thinking about not thinking anything. So something like that. There are different kinds of targets they are, because basically everyone is looking for that peace of mind. But Raj Yoga meditation, in the future lessons, you will come to know more about it, because Raj Yoga includes Hatha Yoga, Gyan Yoga, it includes Sannyas Yoga, it includes everything. That is another way of explaining Raja Yoga. It's the Raja of all kinds of yoga, actually. When you put all the pieces together, that becomes Raj Yoga. Everything what we need, we get from that source. I charge myself. And we also understand that it's not about becoming thoughtless, but it is about channelizing your thoughts, giving a positive direction to your thoughts, because you cannot stop the mind. It will be more clear when we have further lessons. It will be clear.
Okay. Shri, now take last question. If I am the only expectation of someone and the vibes of dependency is forcing me to work more and more towards achievement of that one object at the cost of any result, what course of action will you suggest, Didi?
You are the expectation, only expectation of that one. First thing is, problem is not only that side, but to fulfill their expectation has become your target. You have made it the target of your life. Maybe in the name of love, maybe in the name of near and dear ones, maybe in the name of responsibility. But somehow we have mistranslated this responsibility or love, and we become overburdened by expectations of others. Actually, we allow ourselves to be burdened by those expectations. We are allowing ourselves. It's not somebody's fault, but how much I should take. If it is becoming like a burden, then I need to stop and think about it. If they are really close to me, I can talk to them also. It's better to communicate at the right time. Otherwise, it will be too late. Because nothing should be done at the cost of my peace, my happiness, and my present moment, what I am experiencing. That experience of joy of this journey of life. I should not be compromising that for the sake of only that one. And that expectation will keep on increasing if you don't stop and check right now. If that makes sense for you. And of course, meditation will give you the strength for that.
Actually, there are more queries, but they are seems to related to coming session. So we'll take in next sessions. So if you have any queries related to the topic of the same day, then you can send queries to us on given number in group, so that we will ask Didi in the second day's live session. So please remain and join us in all 7 days session. Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much for the wonderful session and clarify all the queries. And thanks to all participants. Thank you so much, Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.